Peace, family. Peace. Yo, family, come on in. I got some questions to ask. I got some questions that need addressing. Come on in. Um, Take a seat. Chill. Invite some friends over. Have a little drink. Little cup of tea. Have a biscuit. And let's have a chat. What's good, Big Zone? Colin Lorenzo, Ultra Funky, Khalil Benjamin, Free Thoughts Vlog, Run From Your Wife, Darren Jury, Colin Lorenzo, Unapologetically British, 1886, Kiss Spence, Rose English. Well, the whole family's coming in. Good. Family. It's a question, as you see from the title. Who are we? Because comes a time, Black people, here's Christianity. We got Seventh-day Adventist Christianity. We got Catholic. You don't like Catholic? Don't worry. We got Church of Latter-day Saints. You don't like that? Don't worry. We got Pentecostal. You don't like Pentecostal? Don't worry about that. We got Evangelist. And the list goes on and on and on and on. You don't like any of those? We got Islam. Don't worry. You can be Sufi. Oh, you don't like Sufi? Don't worry. You can be Hanafi. You don't want to be Hanafi? Don't worry about that. You can be Sunni. Don't like Sunni? Don't worry. You can be Salafi. You want to be Salafi? Don't worry. You can be Shia. Don't be 12er. Don't like any of those? Okay. Don't worry about it. You can be a Hebrew Israelite. You can be GMS. Don't like GMS? Don't worry. You can be ISUPK. Don't like ISUPK? You can be UPK. Okay, fine. Don't like any of those? Don't worry. Don't worry. You can be Nation of Islam. Don't like Nation of Islam? You can be Nation of Gods and Earth. Don't like that? 5%er. Don't like that? You can be a more. Who the fuck are we? That's what I want to know. Who the fuck are we? Oh, now we got the new, we're indigenous. We got the whole, we're indigenous thing going on. It's like, what the fuck? How much are you going to run from your actual selves? How much? Because you're a fucking African. That's what you are. You're an African. I mean, we can go into semantics about what the continent is called and what it was originally called and all this kind of stuff. Whatever the continent is called today, you're from there. That continent, the one where the Black people come from, that's where you're from. You want to be everyone else but your fucking self. That's who you want to be. And it's pissing me right off. I am having conversations with all types of people from all schools of thought. And I'm sitting back thinking, we don't know who the fuck we are. That's why we don't get no fucking respect. Every other people on this planet know who the fuck they are, except for us. We want to be everything else, except for what we actually are. Every other people, the Chinese know they're fucking Chinese, yeah? And they will roll with whatever that is. The Indians know themselves. Arabs, they know themselves. Europeans, they know themselves. Africans now, we're everything. We're fucking everything. Oh my gosh. I'm speaking to Hebrew Israelites. I'm speaking to Muslims, from Ahmadiyya Muslim to Nation of Islam Muslim to a Moor to a Hebrew oh no, I'm a Messianic Hebrew. I'm an evangelist. What the fuck are you? You come together, we sit down, and this is why I keep talking to Black people all the time. No matter what the fuck you choose to be, we all get treated the same. In the system that we currently are in, you look at the bottom of the socio-economic ladders, Black people will be at the bottom. Don't matter if you're a Hebrew, don't matter if you're a Muslim, don't matter if you're a 5%er, don't matter if you're an evangelist, doesn't matter. No matter what group you choose to be a part of okay? No matter what party you're getting into today, okay? It can be Labour, it can be Conservative, it can be Republican, it can be Democrat. It doesn't matter. You will be at the bottom of the socio-economic ladder. You're black ass. So you're trying to affiliate yourself with everything but yourself. And all the statistical data that we have says you're at the bottom, black man and black woman, you're at the bottom. So who the fuck are you? Are you treated the way you're treated because they think you're a Hebrew? Are you treated the way you're treated because they think you're a Muslim? Are you treated the way you're treated because they think you're a Christian? Are you treated the way you're treated because they think you're a Moor or a Pentecostal or a Seventh-day Adventist? Is that why you're treated the way you're treated? No, because your black ass is black. That's why you're treated the way you're treated, okay? That's why. So I don't get why there's so much confusion. All I've said to people so many times, I practice race-first politics. Some people don't like it, but everyone else does it. Okay, the Chinese practice race-first politics. The Chinese are about Chinese people for the forward movement of China. They don't give a fuck about anybody else. And I respect that. I actually respect that. Asian people, Arab people, the Europeans said, let's form a European Union, guys. It's for Europeans, European countries. I totally respect that. I have absolutely no problem with it. But why, when you speak to black people, can't you do the same? Because you are confused about who you are. No one else is confused about who you are. But you're confused about who you are. And the reason we're confused, if we want to get into a little bit of historical data, is because of our historical relationship that we have with people that are not black. That's why we're so confused about who we are. And it is it's saddening to watch black people. Okay, I know we're not black because Yashar says, well, you want to be a color. I know we're not black, but you know what I mean. Yashar, okay. See, there's a Hebrew Israelite there, right there. Yashar. He's going to call himself a Hebrew Israelite. Then you'll get another black guy in here calling himself a whatever, a Muslim or whatever. You'll get another black guy calling himself a Christian. Do you see the confusion that we've got amongst ourselves? We've got mad confusion, and everyone's looking at us, thinking, I don't know. I mean, they haven't even defined themselves. We haven't even defined ourselves yet, and been proud of who we are, because all the systems that I named, generally attempt to make us seem less than. All of the systems that I've named. You can even go to the Nation of Islam. They turned up at Speaker's Corner this week. You can go to the Nation of Islam and you will find speeches from Farrakhan himself telling black people that their nose the way it is and their hair the way it is a curse. You can actually go to find speeches like this. And these people are supposed to be for the upliftment of black people. You can go to the Hebrew Israelite doctrine and they will say, oh, the reason why we're like this is because we're cursed. Because we disobeyed God. You can go to Christianity and find that within Christianity, the Ham Canaan myth, I say myth, was used to enslave people of Africa. I'm just like, all of these doctrines that we're taking on are not for the self-esteem and the betterment of us as a people. They're telling us that we're cursed people. Muslim debater says, Islam is not racist, but you are. However, Prophet Muhammad was a white man who owned black people as slaves, but Islam's not racist. Do you see what I'm saying, black people? Do you see what I'm saying? This is what we got to do. We got to deal with all this bullshit. I'm just reading the log. Oh man, Titans TV up in the building. Welcome, brother Callum. Welcome. They're going to tell you it's not racist, but they had a white prophet described in their own Sahih Bukhari who owned black people as slaves. And this is what's he going to say? Prophet Muhammad owned black people as well as white slaves. Bro, I don't care about the white slaves. Let white people disrespect you for taking white people as slaves. I'm black. I'm gonna disrespect you for taking black people as slaves. If you took Chinese slaves, I'd expect Chinese people to be like, hey, Prophet Muhammad had Chinese people as slaves. If he took Indian slaves, I'd expect Indian people to say, hey, he took Indians as slaves. White people need to deal with, if you had white slaves, white people need to get on your ass as well, okay? Because no person should be taken as a slave. So why you think that's a comeback shows just how illiterate and how low IQ you are. Oh, we didn't just have black slaves, you had white ones. Oh, well, that makes it all great, doesn't it? That makes it all great. He didn't just have black ones, he had Chinese ones, he had Arab ones, he had this. Bro, I don't care. I'm black. And I know the relationship between black people and other people. Okay, so don't talk to me about that, bro. You can tell me that I'm racist, but Muhammad wasn't racist for having black people as slaves. He wasn't racist for calling them raisin heads or pugged nose or telling you that if you want to know what the devil looks like, he looks like a black man called, someone get me the quote. That's not racist, though. No, 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 no. That's not racist. Sarah Garvey's racist. No, Tommy Robinson's racist. Even before Sarah Garvey was born, or Tommy Robinson was born, the Prophet Muhammad was described as a white man who owned black slaves, but we're racist. Let's worry about our racism, guys. Nabtal. Thank you, Callum. Prophet Muhammad says, if you want to know what the devil looks like, he looks like a black man called Nabtal. That's what your Prophet Muhammad said, but he's not racist. The devil happens to be a black man, but he's not racist. Bro, we're seeing through all of this bullshit. So I'm speaking to black people. You just need to know who you are. Just know who you are. All of this nonsense that you guys got going on, I'm this, I'm that, I'm that, I'm this, I'm this, I'm that. Listen, bro, in the grand scheme of it, it doesn't even matter what you call yourself. Like, we're all going to experience the same stuff. Do you think unarmed black guys in America are being gunned down at crazy rates because they're Hebrew Israelites? Or do you think they're gunned down because they're Ahmadiyya Muslims? They're being gunned down because they're Pentecostal Christians? No, they're not. Do you think when Arabs and Europeans came to Africa, they said, get me the Hebrew Israelite? That's the one I want. No, no, no. Get me the Muslim. No, that's the one I want. They said, no, no, no. Get me the no, they get all of you black bastards. that was it. They didn't care which one you were. They didn't care what kind of system that you held dear to your heart. They wanted all of you. They wanted all of you. They don't care. They didn't care about you. The Arabs did not enslave you because you were Hebrew Israelite. The Arabs did not come to Africa saying, what we're going to do, guys, I'll tell you what we want. We want those Hebrews. That's what we want. No, they came to get the black guys. Do you know what I'm saying? The black slaves. There he goes. Muslim debater says, can you answer this question? Challenge you to quote one discriminatory law in Islam. Like I just said to you, Muslim debater, you're not going to try and get around it that way. Your own Prophet Muhammad, who was described as a white man, had black people as slaves, described the devil as black, described black people as raisin head and pug nosed. I don't need a discriminatory law in Islam, bro. I got your own prophet talking bad about black people and enslaving them. So I don't need your law, bro. I'm not stupid. You're not going to get me with that dumbass argument, bro. I'm going straight to your source. Your source, man, your 100% dog, your guy that you're riding for on a daily basis was a racist. So why am I going to worry about, oh, is there a law in Islam? Can I find a law in Islam that's racist? Your prophet was a racist. What are you talking about? I don't need to find a law. Jokes. Jokes. Listen, I just watched a video also with the two Isas at Speaker's Corner, and they're both going into the racism within Islam. The thing is this is what I've noticed about Muslims, right? Specifically, you guys are in such denial about your racism. It saddens me and it saddens the rest of the world, because for years I've been bringing up the racism in Islam. For years. We've spoken about the Arab slave trade, the Arab Muslim slave trade. We've spoken about the racist hadiths. We've spoken about all of that. I've spoken about it. Callum's spoken about it. And still, we see you in the comment section still talking shit as if I'm talking shit. Deal with your fucking racism first, bro, and then come to me. I'm sick of you fucking in denial pieces of shit. I'm sick of this shit now. I'm actually sick of it because every time someone black starts to speak about the racism within Islam, there's always an excuse. But it's not real Islam. But it's not. Listen, I don't care. We deal with actions out here. We don't deal with words, lip service. We deal with actions. Okay, actions speak louder than words. And your whole Muslim ummah, you can still go to Libya today, you can still go to Saudi Arabia today, and they're still enslaving black people. You can go to Pakistani in communities where they treat black people less than. Stop talking to me. Go and talk to them. You guys have really sickened me, man. But Sarah, you're racist. What? I'm racist for pointing out your racism. In Sudan as well. Thank you, witness at Speaker's Corner. It's still going on in Sudan. Oh, I'm a racist for pointing out your community's racism. You're a dickhead, man. You people are actually dickheads. You guys you're so brain dead. You are so brain dead, yeah, that you can't grasp very simple human psychology. If you have a prophet, if you have a teaching that makes black people less than, and you follow that prophet and you follow those teachings, then it basically shows that you are going to become, or you are going to hold those same views. It's like saying, oh, I follow Hitler, but I'm not anti-Jew. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like I follow Hitler, right? But I'm not anti-Jewish. I'm not. It's like, bro, like Hitler's actual teachers were anti-Jewish. How you gonna tell me you're gonna follow Hitler and tell me you're not anti-Jewish? Shut your mouths, man. You're idiots, bro. This is what I'm saying. The thing is that you think people outside of your religion are idiots. They're not, and we're not. We can see it for what it is. We can actually see it. We can. The problem is you have black people within your religion who just now maybe are starting to tackle some of the stuff, maybe, which is, I commend them for it. If they're trying to tackle some of the racism within your community, then I commend them for it. However, you still have racism in there, and these 1 and 2, and I tell you what's going to happen. I'll be a prophet. I'll predict the future. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 black people that start bringing up racism, yeah, in Islam and in the community, they're going to come up against a wall of denial. Yeah, they're going to come up against a wall of silence. Do you know what I'm saying? I guarantee it. I guarantee it. So, like I said, to go back to the actual title, black people, who are you, man? Because every single system that you seem to start following doesn't really have your best interests at heart. And we can see that. It doesn't try to uplift you as a black person, doesn't try to give you pride and glory as a black person. It tries to actually denigrate you, it tries to demean you, it tries to do all of these things to you, and you still follow it. And then now it just becomes you're actually choosing to be an ignorant fool. You're choosing that. Because if people can sell you something wrapped up in deification and, oh, God said, and you don't question it, then you will be the fool. You'll be subject to somebody else's version of events. What system are you presenting your black people, says Yashar. The system, no. First of all, the system that I'm not presenting any system. First of all, I'm presenting, if you want to talk about it, I'm presenting a system of free thinking, first of all, critical thinking, second of all, rationale, logic, and reasoning. That's the system that I'm presenting black people. Yeah? You want me, or it seems like you want some kind of, give me a rule that I should follow. Give me commandments that I need to, no, only a robot needs that shit. Because after you start thinking and free thinking and starting to and critique and analyze and rationalize stuff, you don't need a fucking 10 rule book to say, this is what you must do. This is what you shouldn't do. This is what you should do. This is what you shouldn't do. Only a fucking savage needs to look at a book to know not to kill someone, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Only a fucking savage. What, you need a book to tell you, don't kill people next to you. Oh, fantastic. Why are you not going to kill people? Well, because the book said so. So you don't know that. Without using your critical thinking mind, you don't know not to kill another person. You don't know that. Because what? Your default position is that of a savage barbarian? What? What? I don't understand. People are like, oh, but we need guidance. We need guidance. Human beings need guidance. No, fucking children need guidance from parents because they don't know right from wrong. So it's for parents to guide them. But once you get to a certain age, you know, if I just walk up to you and slap you in your face, I'm probably going to get slapped back or it's going to cause some kind of madness. I don't need a book to tell me not to do that shit, bro. I don't need a book. I don't need God to tell me to not to do that shit either. The only people that need people to need a book are savages and barbarians. The only people that need that, this is my own personal opinion now. The only people that need a book to say, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt honor your mother and father. The only people that need that shit are some savage motherfuckers who couldn't even work that shit out for themselves. That's all I'm saying. So when you're trying to sell these books to me and sell this guidance to me, what you're saying is you're taking away my ability to critically think and you're just going to superimpose what you think I should do, even though I already knew that once I got to a certain age anyway. I already knew that. I already knew that. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, you knew it. And if you didn't, then by all means, keep the fucking book. Because if you need a book, if you ain't got that book and you're just going to become a savage barbarian, right? I beg you, keep the book. Keep it because you need it. Because without it, you'd be fucking an axe murderer or a rapist or some shit. So you better keep that book. Keep that book. Yeah. I'm cool without that book. I don't need a book to tell me about some fucking unicorns, guys floating off into the clouds and some shit. And, don't kill your mother. Don't kill your children. Oh, shit. Yeah, I shouldn't really bury my own daughter alive in the desert, should I? No, you shouldn't. Oh, well, what happened is the Arabs of the desert used to bury their daughters alive in the desert. Okay. But the Quran stopped that. Muhammad came and they stopped that. Yo, so you're telling me these motherfuckers didn't know before the fucking Quran came around not to bury their own fucking daughter in the desert? Are they that crazy? Are they really that crazy? Come on. I don't need to be around people like this. I don't need to be around people who don't know that there's a sand here and there's your daughter in the bottom of the sand and she's crying out and you're putting sand over her face. Don't worry. Don't worry. There you go. There's a sand. And nothing in your mind, in your heart, in your soul stirs in you and says, you know what? Maybe this is wrong. Actually, maybe I shouldn't be doing this. If you need a book to come from God, whatever God is, to come and tell you that you shouldn't be putting sand on your daughter in the desert and killing her, then by all means, keep that fucking book. Because without that book, I don't know what the hell you'd be. I do not know what the hell you would be, mate. Yeah? I don't know. Yeah? So you lot keep your books. But I'm asking black people the question, who are you? Who are you? Because I don't know who you are. I don't know who we are. I'm on my own journey. And I can say to a person, I mean, to a degree, I know who I am. I know I don't need a book. You know, I don't believe in this God concept. I know all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Then I kind of get guidance from certain philosophical teachings that I may take, and apply that into my life and all this kind of stuff. But black people running around here headless, bro, with every single religion system that you can imagine. Every single one of them, we got, we got all of them, and we're still here. Now, I've always said, when you know better, you do better. When you know better, you do better. So we can see that Black people still got problems in the Black community. So Christianity hasn't been able to solve that because we've had Christianity for what, 500 years. Islam hasn't been able to solve it. We've had Islam for, I mean, Islam can't even civilize the people that it came from. Do you get what I'm saying? So we know that's not the one. Do you know what I'm saying? People saying, oh, Islam is the great civilizer of humanity. Really? And you still got racism in your ummah. So imagine this. You've had your book for 1,400 years and you still haven't come to the conclusion that racism is wrong. So what must we do now? Wait another 1,400 years for you to realize. So after 1,400 years, yeah, you haven't realized racism against Black people is wrong. And you've had that book in your possession for 1,400 years. Christians and Hebrews have had the Bible in their possession for what? Longer than that. And you guys haven't realized what? You got racist ass Christians also in America, white ones, yeah? They haven't realized. I'm saying these books can't quote unquote civilize you. They can't give you the answer. The answer may not be in a book. That's all I'm saying. The answer may not be in a book. You know, the Pope himself, the Catholic Church, are the ones that ordained slavery. There were bishops blessing, okay, the sailors that were going to sail to Africa to go and get slaves and bring them back to Europe. So obviously that book couldn't help you because they had that book for a very, very, very long time. And people always say, oh, but it's not the religion, it's the people. Religion is the people. Religion actually is the people. This is the thing. People don't realize that. If there was no people, do you think there would be a book? If there were no people, do you think there would be a book? No. So the common denominator in these kind of conversations, I've always said, people created God. People created God. I know people don't want to hear that, but the common denominator in all gods are people. The common denominator in all gods are people. You can't find a people that don't say that God exists. But then you wouldn't be able to find God that say people exist, would you? Wrap your mind around that one. Think about it. You always find people that say God exists, but you will never find a God that says people exist. So what is a common denominator in all gods? People. Here we go. What's that? Uncle Nat Carter says people are carbon. Bede Widow says the slave ships were owned by Jews and the ship logs were all listed under Jewish names. There you go. Joel Stewart says the more rules and books have, the more control they force upon you, the less you're allowed to think. Free think. Exactly. Scene Jinx says deep. It is deep when you think about it. Go to the highlands of Himalayas. People will have a god. Go to the lowlands of South America. People will have a god. Go to the deserts of Arabia. People will have a god. People will have a god. God won't have a people. But the thing is, what's so funny? Sorry, God will have a people. And coincidentally, the people are the ones that you're talking to. God has a people, has a chosen people. Oh, really? Tell me about that now. Well, he came to us. Oh, he came to you, did he? Oh, okay, fair enough. He didn't come to the whole world, just came to you. Okay, go on, tell me more. Yeah, well, he came to us and he said, we are the chosen ones. Oh, really? Fantastic. Okay, tell me more. Yeah, because if you really want to know God's will and last will and testament, you've got to go to the Arabic. Oh, coincidentally, you got to go to Arabic people, don't you? Okay, so who are the chosen ones then? Oh, no, no, no. God didn't do that. He came to the people of the Hebrew Israelites. Really? Okay, yeah, we're chosen people. Okay, what language is that in? Oh, the one that we have. Oh, okay, coincidentally. Bro, I can't buy this shit. I really can't buy this shit. Because everyone's a friggin' chosen people. Everyone's a friggin' chosen people. Yeah? Everyone, according to their God. You know, they're the ones that God chose. God chose us. Oh no. You go to the Christian churches, oh no, the evangelists aren't preaching properly because the Pentecostals preach this way and the Seventh day Adventists preach this way. They got it wrong, but we got it right. Everyone's got it right. Do you know what I'm saying? Everyone's got it right. I've got it right. Oh, you got it right. All right, cool. So how many of you got it right? We have. Put all of those people who claim they've got it right in a room together. Just do that. Just for an experiment. Put all the people who've claimed to got it right in a room together and see if between them, because they've all got it right, they can agree. There's an experiment for you. There's an experiment for you. They will kill each other, says Lexi. Exactly. But they all got it right. But they all got it right, though. So why would they be killing each other if they all got it right? Because it's ego. That's all we're speaking to. We're speaking to ego. Everyone's ego wants to be right. Okay, everyone's ego wants to be right. Everyone's got the right one. I've got the right one. He's got the wrong one. She's got the wrong one. She's got the right one. And you put them all in a room. You ask them to have a conversation, and then blood and guts start spilling. But you all got it right. So how the hell can you all disagree? You all got it right. Doesn't make sense. All of you saw the murder. Okay, cool. Tell me about the murderer. Oh, he was 5'7". Huh? No, he was 4'2". Huh? No, she was 7'5". Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I thought you said you all got it right. Yeah, yeah, we all know the killer. We all saw it. All right, cool. Speak about it. No, no, no. He didn't. He came out of the bushes. No, no, no. Came out of the car. No, 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 no. He didn't come out of the car. Came out of the sky. The fuck is going on here? Seriously, what the fuck is going on? And you want people to follow this shit. And between you guys, you can't even decide. You can't even decide what's the truth. But you want people to join. Nah, I'm all right. I'll do my own thing, thanks. I'll do my own thing. When you guys have decided amongst yourselves, give me a call. You know what I'm saying? Give me a call. Let me hear you. Once you decide amongst yourselves. Until then, peace. That's what I'm doing. Peace. Right. What's the chat saying? But yeah, black folks, find out who you are. Start thinking freely. Start critiquing. Start analyzing. Start looking into your history. Start understanding who you are, and then people will actually respect you. The reason why you become the doormats of this globe, reason why we become the doormats of this globe, because we don't know who the fuck we are. We don't know who we are. We don't care about who we are. Start caring. Start caring. What are we saying? Melanated Goddess just ran up in the building. Peace of the family. Miss Lady Dan. Sarah, you believe your God, still choose your people. Sarah, you believe your God, still choose your people. Nah. I used to be Muslim until this black brother woke me up. Who? H&F killer. Me? If I woke you up, my job is done. Jon Snow. Whatever, man. I'm white with black descendants. Mary Jane. White people didn't invent freedom. I'm white. It's true. No one invented freedom. No one invented freedom. Freedom's just something that you're born with. H&F killer. If I woke you up, my brother, listen, you've actually made my day with that statement. You know, you've made my day. I'm not gonna lie to you. Stay blessed. Happily got your back. Who did you do your first DNA test with? I think it was with African ancestry. I think. Complete wrong. Look at the state of black people in the UK. Who put them in this position? Themselves. Yeah, a lot of them were born into a lot of stuff. Like you can definitely choose to be somewhere, but I'm gonna say they were put there. Sorry, you can agree to disagree, but we Muslims have demolished slavery. Oh, you must be a comedian. What's your name? Let me go back and find your name because this chat is going quite fast. What's your name? What's your name again? Walid. You must be a comedian, brother. You must be. Us Muslims have demolished slavery. Okay, go tell that to the black people in Libya. Go tell that to the black people in Sudan that you've demolished slavery. Bro, this is what I'm trying to say. The denial within the Muslim Ummah is crazy. It's crazy. They don't even know about the Arab Muslim enslavement that came into Africa before Europeans came. They don't even know. They think, when I say it, they think I'm talking something really outlandish because they're so ignorant to their own history. They think I'm talking about something outlandish. They think, nah, that never happened. And then they read up and they're like, oh shit, it actually did happen. Yeah, it did happen. And it's continuing to happen today. Do you know what I'm saying? So you guys are some of the most brain dead individuals. That's what I'm saying. Your brain is kept, it's like it's kept in a little jar. Yeah. Your brain is in a jar, bro. Outside of that jar, it's the whole world. Welcome to it. Okay. Welcome to the world, my friend. Okay. Welcome to the world. Goodness gracious. Prism has said they invented the concept of individual liberty. What else do you think freedom is? How do you even be free before that in the world? You can't just walk off into the woods, bro. That's even less. Well, we can go back to ancient societies. Ancient societies don't live with that said those same stipulations. You know what I'm saying? And even tribal societies, let's say tribal, they don't live with that stipulation. When you're born free. Like you've got religions say that you're born into sin. Do you know what I'm saying? They say you're born. You ain't born into sin, motherfucker. I'm born free. Fuck, born into sin. What the fuck is that? It's a whole different concept. Okay, so imagine having a concept that you were born free, and imagine having a concept in your brain that you're born into sin. What's in your brain becomes your manifestation of your reality. Okay, so yeah, you act like you're born in sin. Do you know what I'm saying? And if you actually feed yourself into a paradigm that says you're born in sin, then you will act in such a way. I don't have the same paradigm in my head that I'm born into sin. I really don't. I've removed it from my brain. I've removed it. I was raised in it, don't get me wrong, but I've removed it. I've actually removed it. Tara said, Mary Jane, Tara, do you agree what's happening in South Africa? What's happening in South Africa? Sudan Arabs still raid southern part of the country today. We know that, Aaron Young, but obviously Muslims are going to deny that because they demolished slavery, apparently. They demolished slavery. Oh, gosh. Black people, man, seriously, get with the fucking times, man. Remove yourselves from all of these Abrahamic nonsenses, man. Like, that's not who we are. Seriously. Just start. I'm not even saying to replace it with something. Just start fucking thinking. That's all I want. Just start thinking outside the box that you've been given. Just start thinking. Please, I implore you to start thinking. Don't read a book. Never read a book with the assumption that it's from God. Never do that. You will always be entrapped within that book. If you read every book saying a human being wrote this, which they did, okay, and they can be right, wrong, good, or bad, then maybe you can come to a different place. But don't ever pick up a book thinking it's a book of the most divine essence in the universe. Please don't do that because you're trapping yourself. You are trapping yourself, man. What are we saying here, fam? What are we saying, family? Black people getting treated bad by whites, Asians, and Arabs. That's true. But like I said, black people need to stop thinking that they need to get into other people's parties, okay, and form their own. It doesn't mean you hate people. I keep telling people, it doesn't mean you hate people. I'm not for the hate thing. Okay, don't do the hate. Big Shot says, I'm not on the hate thing. Right. I'm not on the hate thing. It's long. Like carrying around hate in your heart is long. Like, it's forget hate. Love. Love your people enough to say, you know what? Because I'm giving tough love right now. People might say, oh, Sarah just spazzing. I'm actually giving tough love right now. It's called tough love. I love my people enough to tell them the fucking truth. You know what I'm saying? You're fucking up. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you're fucking up. Like you need to decide who the fuck you are, and then people just may start showing you respect. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, man. Um, what are you saying, Sarah? Black people are converting to Islam. Listen, Waleed, you're the man that said you destroyed slavery, so you don't even talk to me, bro. Like, go and do something. Go and do something else. You know what I'm saying? Like, go and read the Quran or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't come around here talking shit to me. Um, Arabs and blacks live in peace in prison. If you say so, I haven't been to prison, so I don't know. South Africa, says Mary Jane. What about South Africa, Mary Jane? Have you ever seen a Muslim smile? Sophia Films. Sophia filmed to the building. Oh, God. Yo, where's my admin? Melanated Goddess. Remove this Jon Snow individual out of this group, please. Thank you. Um, what do you think of well organized organizations? I like well organized organizations. Good. Arabs want to genocide us. From South Africa, farmers being killed for being white. Okay, I like this argument. Everything has to be looked at in context. Everything looked at in context. And I'm going to go into a little long. I'm going to go into something long to make a point. Just think of it. Just think of it. Okay, you're a white British person, and if there are any white British people in this chat right now, just think about loving your country. Think about the history of your country. Okay, think about how proud you are of your country. Just think about this. Think about how much you love your country and how much you love your people. Tomorrow, the Chinese invade Great Britain. So the Chinese invade Great Britain. Great Britain didn't do anything to China, but the Chinese invade Great Britain. And when they invade Great Britain, they take over Great Britain and they take over all the resources of Great Britain. But you, as a British person, would probably tell your children, this is British land. And even though the Chinese people are here, daughter, son, even though they're here, don't ever you forget that it is British land and we are proud British people. And these Chinese people aren't of our land, but they've invaded and they've taken over. And we understand that. But we are proud British people. And this is British land and always will be. Imagine you tell your children that. Now, imagine your children tell that to their children, and their children tell that to their children. And then the children of the children of the children eventually one day get into a position of power to take back the land that was taken to them by the Chinese a few hundred years ago. What do you think those British children would do? What do you think they'd do? So you're saying it's okay for blacks to murder whites? That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, did you hear what I just said? But did you hear what I just said though? What I just said was what you have you have a, let's say, a chain of events. You have a chain of events that started in bloodshed. And though I'm not for murdering, I'm on the outside looking in. I'm on the outside looking in, and I think it's going to end in bloodshed. Reason being is because I'm a person who deals with things holistically, and that's why I've always said to people, remember when Muhammad Hijab got his jaw tested, right? And I said to people, be careful of the doors that you open. I'm looking at this objectively. The door for raping, robbing, pillaging, thieving, stealing land was not opened by Black South Africans. It was opened by the invaders. And so, if that's what happens again, what can I say? It's unfortunate that anybody loses their life. So in the first instance, no one should have invaded anybody's land in the first instance. That should not have happened. Should not have happened, but it did. And what you have here is if you throw a stone in a pond, you have the ripple effect. And what you are seeing in South Africa is a ripple effect. I can't do anything to stop that ripple effect, but it's going to continue doing what it's going to do. Just like the politicians here, let me tell you something. The politicians here allowing this immigration Muslim invasion is going to have a ripple effect. It's going to have one. We have to understand, right, that ripple effects happen once the stone is thrown. Now it's for you to be smart and say, you know what? Let's not allow that stone, or let's not even throw that stone. Let's not allow that stone to be thrown. You've got to be smart, which is why I would never in my life run up in anybody's house uninvited. I'm not doing it. I'm not running up in anybody's house because I don't know what the hell the ripple effect's going to be with that. Which is why when you saw when stuff was being leveled at me, I'm like, you know what? These people are opening doors. I'm not going to open no door. I'll let these people open doors and let the ripple effect happen to them. Because you got to be smart. You really have to be smart. I'm not about to throw stones. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm not about to do that. But people in South Africa, just think about it. Think about it. Europeans invaded South Africa with some crazy shit. And I'm saying, that's how you started your shit? That's how the shit may just end. Just saying. Just like with America, just like with Australia, just like with, like I said, just like with any civilization that invades another one, it's never going to be, like I said, people never ever forget their Holocaust. And I need people to understand this on an objective level. It doesn't matter whether it's a Holocaust on Jewish people, African people, Native American people, British people, French people. The British right now are not they're in it. They're like, listen, there's too many people coming in and blah, blah, blah. They're never going to forget it, ever. And imagine these people coming in take over. These British people will never forget it. And in any point in time where they can rectify that situation, they're going to do it. They're actually going to do it. So that's what I have to say about South Africa. But listen, fam, I've got to go and collect the children from school. So I'm going to give it another 2 minutes. You're kind of right, but I kind of like the Vikings and they raped and pillaged us good. Okay, lemon fresh. Oh, good. I've got to go. I don't want to be late for the children at school. You know what I'm saying? Blacks are nothing because of you, Sarah. Really? Okay. H&F killer. The pleasure is all mine. If you're not just a troll, though, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of trolls. But if you are, if you're not, yeah. Please do another live stream tonight, says Lexi. I'm going to be with the children tonight, man. I don't think that's possible. You're talking about late night, once children have gone to bed and stuff. Learn South African history. Seriously, says Prison Head. You think I don't know the history of South Africa? Let me give you 2 minutes. Let me know. Let me know what you think I don't know. I'm always open to information. Let me know what you think I don't know. What don't I know about the history of South Africa that you think just let me know. I don't mind being wrong. I really don't. The African tribes. What about the African tribes? Says Mary Jane. What about them? Mary Jane said, learn white history. Okay. Yo, T-Rex, Mr. Lee in the building. You gotta do a show about South Africa. That's what I'm saying. What do you think? Are you saying there was war in South African tribes in South Africa? What are you saying? White Europeans invaded Africa to restore Christianity and remove Islam. Okay. Islam wasn't in South Africa as far as I know. Okay, the African tribes murdered whites years ago. Huh? Mary Jane, what are you talking about? Just let me know. I just want to know. Like, what do you mean? Are you saying that there were whites originally in South Africa? What I don't understand. What do you mean? Just let me know. Do you know what I'm saying? African tribes murdered the whites in South Africa. So you're telling me there were whites in South Africa before there were black people? Be careful now. Just be careful. You know, just let me know what you're saying because I don't understand right now, Mary Jane, please. Did you know the first Quran was in 1919? The Boer were there before the Zulus, though, to be fair. Oh my God. Hang on. Just hold on. Just hold the fuck on a second. Okay. Just hold the fuck on. The Boer were Dutch invaders to South Africa. Whether they were there or not, like, they're not supposed to be there. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this isn't Dutch land. This isn't Netherlands. Okay, this is Africa. This is African land. You can't say that the Boers were there. What the fuck were they doing there? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Don't say that, please. I beg of you. You know what's funny? It reminds me of when I actually read a book and it said it was an American book and it said, oh, in so and so year, Americans started agriculture on empty pieces of land in the United States. I'm like, fam, empty pieces of land, bro. Let me tell you something. I may not be using my loft, but no motherfucker is going in there. Doesn't matter if I ain't used it in fucking 10 years. No motherfucker's going in there. Because it's my fucking loft, okay? My fucking house. Don't say that, there's a free piece of land. Bro, I can walk into Hyde Park right now and there's empty pieces of land. Does that mean I just fucking set up shop on the land and be like, well, you know, no one's using it. I mean, empty. It's fucking owned by somebody, bro. It's somebody's land. What are you talking about? It's my loft. I ain't been in there in fucking years, but you ain't going in there. That's my fucking loft, bro. What are you doing? You can't just say there were empty pieces of land. Come on, folks. Seriously, just be honest. Let's stop this now. Let's stop. Come on. Come on. It's not your land. You come all the way from the Netherlands to South Africa and said, oh, look, there's a free bit of land over here. No, bro, there's no free bit of land. Just because motherfuckers aren't walking on that bit, it's still their fucking shit. Just like I'm not using my loft, It's still my fucking loft. Okay? You might not see me in there for the next 10 fucking years, but you are not moving inside my loft. Oh, it's been a good one. You've actually made me laugh. I'm not gonna lie, you've made me laugh. But yeah, peace, family. Peace.